Hi there, it's me again. Of course, autism. It's one of my favorite topics. Um, so I thought this video would be a little bit different. Um, my wife thought it'd be a good idea for me to teach, to explain how I have some of my opinions, why I formed them, how I formed them, and just so people who are watching some of my autism videos understand, I'm not just some guy who experiences autism and it's like, oh, well, this is how it is. Um, Otherwise, I won't be any better than some of those so-called experts who've never lived it. So, for me, how it is yes, most of my opinions are formed in the fact that I live in an autistic mind every day. Is how it works for me. That's how I am. But also, unlike some other people in the world, I've actually become educated in it. I've made it a point of my the focal point of my studies for college. I have over 100 credits done, going towards a bachelor's degree, and that degree is actually human development, psychology, which includes abnormal psychology, of course. What else does it include? Abnormal psychology, I mentioned human development, family studies, and things like that. And with that kind of study in my belt, I could formulate some of my own theories and some of my own opinions about it. Apparently, just living your life and becoming aware of how your life is with a particular thing does not make you an expert. I tried doing papers on it, and I would have some citations on there, but professors would also ask me, like, well, you need more, don't you need more citations, don't you need more experts on this? I said, well, I mean, I have this disorder, I live it every day, so I think I understand how it is, how it is. And they said living it does not make you an expert. Even though they would accept papers from people, one of them was like how to write papers and something weird like that. And they accept papers on people giving you instructions how to build a PC. They didn't need citations, though, because they know how to build it. It's like, what? Is that a double standard? And, even Temple Grandin does this. And don't believe me, I don't hate on Temple Grandin at all. She has some fantastic things to say about autism, and she's really good at what she does. However, a lot of people take her opinions and things that she says for face value just because she says it. And a lot of people would argue, well, she has a PhD. She has a PhD in agriculture. She knows how to raise cattle. How to run a farm really well. That's what she does. She has a PhD. She has a doctorate in how to run farming. And I'm not hating on it. Believe me, please don't think I'm hating on this. She knows how to do this kind of stuff. She knows how to take care of the farm animals properly. That's her study. And she does a lot of speeches and she writes books on autism, and people take it for face value. It's like, she's not an expert on this. Why does it work for her? But, okay. Well, whatever. Personal rant, done. For me, though, I actually form a lot of my opinions on obviously living it, for one. And then I also have taken classes and made that the focal point of the classes, taking psychology, whenever we had to write papers, like, okay, well, I'm going to write on this aspect of autism, if you don't mind. And professors usually were pretty cool with it. A lot of them thought it was great. A few of them were a little confused of how I formulated them, and once I explained it, they understood. But, I just want to let you know, I'm not just some random guy who thinks, well, I'm living this, so you should listen to me. I'm living it, and then I also study it. I try to look up why is it that my brain works in this way? Why is it that I sometimes have a hard time understanding the emotions that I'm feeling? Things like that. Just, think about how it is in autism. I probably have looked it up in some way or another. Particularly, I think I briefly mentioned before, brain scans. Trying to remember which class it is for, but I wanted to look it up. And I made that the focal point of the paper. So, how there was people with autism, they found, at least in the brain scans studies, that pretty much every single one of them that they have done with the test, and there's a few hundred actually, every single one of them that they have that were autistic and did the study had this very particular brain abnormality. Now, of course, everyone, their brain is different. Everyone's brain is different. But they particularly find this particular abnormality in every single one of them. So, obviously, it's like, I'm going to look this up. This is actually really interesting. And I actually checked out the study from the university library and read it. Why? Because it's interesting to me. I want to understand, why is it that my brain works this way? So, yeah, just to let you know, I'm not some random dude just like bleh, saying what I have on my mind. I have a question. I think about it. Yes, sometimes I do think about what my own possible kind of possibilities about it. And then look it up. Find out, has there been a study on this? Oh, there has been. There's actually been several of them. What do they each of them say? And I normally try to weed out the ones that's like, well, I can see this one's skewed. They threw in this little element so they could get a desirable effect from it. I see that. Okay. And by the way, it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to find studies nowadays that has not have some kind of element thrown into it to skew the results, to get the results that they want. Ay. But yeah. So that's how I formulate my opinions on this. Again, I want to have discussion with people who might be watching this. You can leave a comment, either if you're watching this via Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Please leave a comment in the comment sections, or if you're right on YouTube, you can leave a little question or something down in the comment section. Please do. I want to have conversations with people. I want to know, how do you formulate your opinions? What is it that affects your opinions on autism? How do you see it? Why do you see it that way? And get back to me on this one, please. I really want to have conversation with people, a real civilized conversation, and people just trying to work out their preconceived notions on this. All right? Sound good? All right. Well, thanks for watching. I have a feeling this one's a very short video, but that's how it is. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.